Okay. As soon as it was only been an hour or so. Actually, I had to give it an extra 30 minutes because somehow this temperature got turned down. So I turned it up to 450 and restarted the clock. Wasn't that amazing? Because as I was doing the video, my alarm on my phone went off. Okay, I'm on the second hour now. In the meantime, I've got the Damascus that Ricky sent me, and I'm going to use bird's eye maple handles. I've got the Damascus that Aaron Bear sent me, and I'm going to use Goncalo Alves handles. I really like this stuff. And it's as far as I'm going to get today. I'm not going to cut pins or anything like that. It's late in the afternoon, and when this comes out of the oven, I'm going to clean it up and be done for today. Tomorrow's probably just a complete wash because we'll be in town all day. So what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday I'll get back out here and start putting some handles on that Nesmuk. All right, this is the Nesmuk coming out of the tempering. Now I got to take 400 and basically start all over sanding this. And what I usually do is I sand the handle up to just beyond the ricasso, just right at the plunge line, and then I turn it around and I sand the blade from the ricasso back. So let me get started. This is a Chuck Ward knife vise. If you want one of these, contact me at bctruck@gmail.com. I can get you one for 140 bucks, shipped to your door. This is the neatest thing since sliced bread. Rick Wallace Knives, has got one, and he loves it, and everybody I know that has one loves it. Okay, let me get my sandpaper out and get to sanding. All right, I got it cleaned up with 400. Sanded it down with 600. 500. Now I'm going to 600, and I think I'm going to take this to 800. Couple more hours, and I will be. My hope is to epoxy the handles on before I go in tonight. I spent a large portion of the day at the doctor's with my wife and Lowe's, Walmart, Sam's. So I get it up to 800, and I'll show you what it looks like before I tape the blade up, because when I finish sanding, I tape the blade up so I don't mar it while I'm drilling for the handle holes and all that. Not a shiny blade. Let me shut this overhead light off. And that's just 500. 800 gives it a very nice, smooth, satiny finish. And then, if you want to, from the 800, you can go right to the buffer and put a mirror shine on it. But I don't think that's what this guy wants. And they're not durable. The first time you use it, the mirror shine is gone. And if you have a buffer, you can go back and shine it up again, but most people don't have a buffer. So I'm going to bring it to 800, and that'll be a nice satin finish. And then if you use it and you mar it up, you take some 800 and you sand it back down and look nice again. Well, there is a 800 grit sandpapering. I don't know what to call it. That's my satin finish there. And I'll tell you my secret. It's not really a secret, but it's a way I figured out of getting the satin finish to look really, really uniform. I take it 800 and I put it on my buffer, and I buff the crap out of it with some black rouge. And then I come back in here, I put 800 back on it, and it's a very uniform satin finish. As a matter of fact, if you look close, you can kind of see the shine behind the satin finish. That's that yellow dot there. That's my phone you're looking at. So, all right, let me get this blade wrapped up and I'll start putting handles on. I'll have the handles glued up here and on in probably an hour and a half or so. And it's kind of late. I'll start on these maybe tomorrow. My wife and Bev's going to the doctor's tomorrow. My wife is taking her, so I will be in charge of babysitting 5 dogs. So I don't know what I'll get done out here. Alrighty, see you. Well, actually, I'll show you when I get the handles on this what it looks like. But wait, there's more. I just got to notice that my new chuck is in mailbox. So let me go out there and get my new chuck, because the next thing I got to do is drill the pinholes in the wood, and I'm going to get my new chuck to do that. Be right back. Man, that is a big, beefy chuck. This is the new chuck, and the new, I think they call this a quill. I'm not sure. But here's the old chuck, or Charles if you want to be formal. This is a huge, very well-made chunk of metal here. And it's keyless, which I really, really like. So I'm going to clean these up with alcohol, get all the grease off of them, and tap it up in there. I got a block of wood. I just put a block of wood on the bottom of this and tap it up in there. And we'll see. I put my square up against it. I don't know if you'll recall the other day when I put my square up against this, it was beep, 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 beep. It was wobbling that much. It was that far out of round. Piece of crap. I don't even think I'm going to save it. Maybe I'll put it in a scrap bin. Alrighty, I have dog. Oh, that's a delicious knee. That knee. Oh my God, it's the best knee I've ever tasted. You weird dog. Well, it still has some mild run out, not as bad as the old chuck. I'm just gonna live with it. And let me bring you up to speed on my knife. I'm using a new drill bit because there's this thing. Let me sit down. There's this thing called tear out. And what it is when you drill through a piece of wood, it tears out a little bit around the hole, and basically it looks like crap. It looks like you're a rookie. So I bought this special drill bit, and 2 holes come out perfect, look real good. I cannot believe it. And this is my only piece of katalox, and I went through all the trouble of putting the liner on it. I don't believe it. That is so aggravating. So now I got to get back with the guy who's buying this and show him what I got for wood. This is it, cherry. And this is courtesy of my friend up in Virginia, Curly Sugar Maple, anti-libtard, Ed, libtarded. I'm pretty sure this is bird's eye maple. This is Claro walnut, and this is Bubinga. It's a very nice wood. It's a reddish color. I don't know if that's coming through, but take your pick. I'm sorry, I ruined my only piece of katalox. It's not usable. Anyway, I'm just going to upload this video and send the guy who's buying it an email and ask him to pick from these. See you tomorrow. Well, I won't be able to use it on the Nessmuk, but I will be able to save it. I could just squeeze a dinner skinner handle out of it. I mean, look, just. So, it's not a complete waste of really nice wood that I've already put a lot of work into. So, I'll do this tomorrow. I sent the fella an email, and I'm waiting for him to tell me what wood is acceptable. I still have the Guncalo Alvis, which is some really nice wood. I was going to use it here, but I could use it on that too. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's it. I'm uploading this. See you tomorrow. You see that? If I sell 4 more knives, I can afford to buy that. And that's what I need to etch this onto a blade. It cost me $52 to have these logos made. And now, if I can get Ricky's son to make me a leather stamp with that logo, I'll be able to stamp that on the back of my leather sheaths. And then I'll be able to etch this onto the blade. 4 more knives and I can buy one.